ever take long romantic strolls down the freezer aisle at Trader Joe's? Well, that's what I did. And today I'm going to test out all of these Trader Joe's favorites right in the air fryer. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Kathy from fabulesslyfrugal.com, and I love to share simple and easy air fryer recipes plus air fryer tips and tricks to help you actually use your air fryer. Sometimes it's just really nice to have frozen foods that you can cook up quickly in the air fryer. Cooking them in the air fryer usually takes less time than in your oven, and of course they taste way better than if you made them in the microwave. I've never made any of these in my air fryer before, so let's see how they turn out. You ready? Let's go. A few of you have told me about this silicone air fryer pot. I'm gonna test it out with some of these recipes today. I think it's gonna be a good fit. It has a little bit of lift, which allows for circulation. Thank you to my viewers who recommended this silicone pot to me. If these taste anything like the fried mac and cheese from Cheesecake Factory, I'm gonna save myself some money. There were 10 in a pack and they fit perfectly in the air fryer. Just spread them out. And the box says to cook it at 425 for 17 to 19 minutes, but you know life gets better with the air fryer. I'm doing 400 for 7 minutes. Here's my shake reminder, and I just moved those around a little bit. Sorry that was cut off, and there it goes, finishing up. I could hear the sizzle, and after a few minutes of cooling down, I sure love these. Thumbs up for me. Now it says fried. Think it's gonna turn out in the air fryer? I'm skeptical. We'll see. This one might be one of those things that's slower to cook in the air fryer. Let's see how it goes. I got about half the bag inside here, so I think that'll help it cook a little faster. Let's go at 360, start with 8 minutes and stir it up. See how it looks. Looks pretty good. Probably if I would have stirred it sooner, this maybe could have been done in 5 minutes. I think you can do fried rice in the air fryer. This little contraption is pretty darn handy. Think this will be as good as the real thing? Let's see. By the way, these little guys are gluten-free. There's 12 in a package and they all fit in there nicely. Looks like we got them all. We will cook this up at 320 for 5 minutes. These tasted great and get a thumbs up from me. I had to try one thing not in the freezer aisle. Bake for an hour? Ain't no one got time for that. Let's try it in the air fryer. Throw the mix in the bowl and then add 2/3 cups of milk, 1 egg, and 6 tablespoons of melted butter. The directions said to pull out the hand mixer, but hey, I'm keeping it simple. I just mixed it with my spatula. Then I lightly sprayed my silicone muffin liners. Then I chopped up about 3 tablespoons of butter, and hello, there's another packet for me. I blended it up with some forks and then grabbed my cookie scoop to scoop out some batter, plopped in some of the cinnamon sugar mixture, plopped on some more batter, and then topped it off with more of the mixture. I can fit 9 of these little muffin cups in the air fryer, and I wasn't sure how long to do it, so I'm going with 330 for 10 minutes. We'll see how it does. It's so easy when I pull out my instant read meat thermometer, which also works for baked goods. I have a download that tells you all of the baked goods internal temps. Check the notes below. And this was not done enough, so I gave it 10 more minutes at 320. And now, yes sirree Bob, those are ready, and I've got little friends that are anxiously awaiting this yummy coffee cake. These were gobbled up in no time and are a solid yes. Toasted ravioli ready to go. And check it out, these were specifically made for the air fryer. I'm just gonna plop half the bag in here right now. I'm not even gonna spray any oil on this. The instructions said 400 for 8 minutes. And check it out. These were spot on crispy. This one right here, oh, so good. Brioche French Toast. There are 4 slices in this box. I did preheat my air fryer, and then they're quite big pieces, so I did kind of crowd my air fryer because I had some hungry kids this morning. But I decided with some flipping and a little overlap, I wasn't gonna worry about it. The instructions say to bake at 350 for 8 to 10 minutes. So I'm using the snowflake preset, so it reminds me to flip. Here they are ready to be flipped. You can see my hungry little girl there. They were still a bit soft at this point, but I closed it up. It started cooking again, and here we go after 10 minutes. They were looking fantastic, nice and crispy, and the 6-year-old approved. And this one passes with flying colors. Got this one out of the refrigerator aisle, and I love butternut squash. It's a perfect time to use my silicone pan. Just spread that out, give it a mist. I just mixed it up with my hands and threw on some cinnamon and sugar. Mix, mix, mix. That pan fits so nicely in my air fryer. And I decided to do 380 for 12 minutes. I forgot to give these guys a stir. If I were to do this again, I would go lower temp and a little bit longer. These were pretty good, but I'm not sure that I would buy these again. Now I love me some homemade coconut shrimp, but let's see how this frozen version does. This looks like it'll get a little messy, so it's a great time to use my silicone pan. And I'm gonna cook up just half the bag this time. And it calls for 10 to 12 minutes at 450. So in my air fryer, I'm gonna try 400 for 8 minutes. And I did not even flip these, but they were nice and crispy. These turned out great. Have you had the Mandarin orange chicken? Move over Panda Express. This is gonna save me some money. I'm gonna show you how to get more food from this batch right here. While your air fryer is preheating, get your rice started and then pull these little sauce packets out of the bag and soak them in some hot water. Then when the air fryer is ready, drop the chicken in. The entire bag is fitting in my 5.8 kasori, and then cook it at 350 for 7 minutes. Give it a little stir, and then I've got my frozen broccoli from Costco. I'm just gonna dump a bag right over the chicken. Then I'm gonna hit my snowflake button so it reminds me to shake, and I'm gonna go 350 for 7 minutes. Here we are at the halfway point, and I'm gonna just stir all of the chicken and broccoli up. I love that preset button because it just starts right back up. And I've got some hungry helpers ready to eat. Go ahead and release the basket from the pan and drop it into a nice big bowl. Look at how easy this cleanup is. And then pour the sauce packets right over the top and give it a good mix. And it is ready to go. You can serve it over white rice. I'm serving it over our fried rice that we made up. And when we have the rice and the broccoli, I can get 7 servings out of this bag. And teenager totally approves on this one. I was hoping to find the cream cheese wontons, but we will settle for this chicken cilantro instead. I used my unbleached parchment paper and just popped some of those on there and gave them a nice little spray. I like the resealable bag, so I have some for later. And then I just cooked it at 350 for 8 minutes. And there you go. They turned out nice and toasty and were just right. So excited to try these. These do need to set out for 9 hours, so I pulled them out in the morning and I put them right on that parchment paper, and here they are after about 9 hours, nice and huge and fluffy. And I just pulled that parchment paper and pulled it right into the air fryer. Then I brushed them with an egg wash, and the instructions say 350 for 20 to 25 minutes. So in my air fryer, I'm gonna go with 320 and I'm gonna start with 10 minutes. Here they are, they're golden and beautiful, but the directions did say they need to be very brown. So just to be sure, I decided to pop these in for 4 more minutes at 320. And here they are, they're looking nice and dark golden to me. I let those cool for 10 minutes and then hear this crunch. Yes, sorry about the background noise from my family, but I wanted you to hear how wonderful that sounded. My only question here is that they were quite hollow inside, so I don't know if that's just how they are, or if I did something wrong. Not sure, let me know what you think. Regardless, they were delicious. Definitely thumbs up from me. Gnocchi! I'm just gonna plop these right in my basket, arrange them in a single layer, and then we're gonna cook it at 400 for 14 minutes. And here it is with 5 minutes left. They were cooked through at this point, but still kind of soft. So I decided to throw a little oil on there to help with the browning and crisping. And then I decided to give it 5 more minutes at 400. And now they're looking a bit more brown and toasty. But at the end of the day, not a big fan, and I won't buy these again. I've heard these frozen hash browns are amazing. If you watched my air fryer accessory video, a lot of you said that this would be a good thing for these little hash brown patties. But here's the thing, y'all. I kind of feel like having it right here would make that too close and it wouldn't cook very well. So if I did every other, I could get 4 in. But pretty sure I can just get 4 or more right in the basket. Dude, I could get 5. So I still have not found a great use for this air fryer accessory. Probably could get 6 in there. Hello. It's close on the 6. I'd probably stick with 5 in the basket, and I'm actually only gonna do 4 because I don't have very many kids home right now. We go 405 minutes, which is also my preheat setting, so I'm just gonna push that button. I do feel like these could be a little crispier. I'm gonna flip them and pop them back in for maybe 3 more minutes. There we go, that crisped those up. Final verdict, yes. Looking for more air fryer recipes? I got you. Check out this playlist right here. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next video.